Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
Well, you wouldn't want to be in Napier because a lot of people lost their power in that last night. They were horrendous floods, aren't they?
Oh, they were unbelievable. I couldn't believe it. And that was even, up the hill. I mean, we both worked there for a long time.
Yeah.
And, I wouldn't have thought it could happen, to be honest.
Yeah, that's right. Bluff Hill, I know there's a house been, evacuated up there, and I was talking to a couple of old rugby people up there in Hawke's Bay this morning just to see how they were getting on, and they said they'd never seen, well, they wouldn't because they reckoned it was a once in a 250-year downpour. They hadn't seen anything like it before. People had visitors and they couldn't get home because of the flooding, and then today I was listening to one guy who'd been canoeing down a street getting groceries for the elderly neighbours who couldn't get out.
Yeah, I saw that, actually. It's good effort.
Extraordinary.
It's a good effort. Yeah, it's awful when something like that happens, and you just can't do anything about it. Let's talk a little bit of rugby over the weekend.
Well, we could talk about that Hawke's Bay team.
Well, yeah.
Haven't they? They've been playing really good Ranfurly Shield rugby.
Yeah, they have.
They always get a kick out of beating Wellington, and they did it quite convincingly over the weekend. They're deserved holders of the Ranfurly Shield at the moment, and remember they had two of the great tenures of Ranfurly Shield rugby, the one back in the 1920s that my memory, I wasn't there, but over the years used to follow that sort of thing. That was a record until the Canterbury team bettered it back in the 80s. And then, of course, in the 60s, Hawke's Bay had it. So they've got that proud sort of Ranfurly Shield tradition, and they played like they want to hang on to it at the moment. So well done to them. Very, very impressive.
Yeah, it was indeed. No, it was. I thought the All Blacks were average, and probably with a couple of things happening to them, it was pretty stupid. So they probably deserved to lose that game. But they've got another one coming up very quickly. You see, this happens so damn quick, and I see that Nepi Lolala and Joe Moody are set to boost up the All Blacks front rows for the game on. It's quite a good time actually. It's on at I think at about 4:30, which is quite good.
Oh, righto. Oh, that is a good time. It's better than the 9:30 things.
Yes.
For some of us, you get the half time and you've got to go to bed. I would stay up if the half time was only 5 minutes, but not when it's 15 minutes and you're watching it and it's all full of ads and silly talk.
Yeah,
But I agree. I think at the weekend, a number of changes to the team, up against a team which was desperate, and they played like a desperate team. They made tackles like they hadn't made in the previous test. They used the ball well. Quite a good selection at first five, as it turned out. And they deserved to win that. And the All Blacks lost their composure. And, when you see the All Black captain sort of scrapping on the ground, you think, hello, he's got to calm things down, and yet he's a bit irate himself. So they didn't deserve that, and, I think it just makes it more interesting anyway, Ron.
Yeah, I think you did right, because it's great that they're coming into the competition, which is, outstanding. I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. New Zealand rugby, really, when you think about it, should take a bit of responsibility of all these high tackles, though, shouldn't they? I mean, it's happening all the time. Yeah,
I think when I saw it, and I tended to agree with, Justin Marshall's call, where, he said when a player's set to make a tackle, and the player coming at him at the last minute or last second, in fact, has dropped down slightly, then there's no way you can avoid hitting him where your point of impact was going to be anyway. But it's illegal, and as Dan Cole said, we have to be better than that. So we've all got to take responsibility for it, and if they just can't afford to do that. And I was pleased actually to see that the Australian player who was sent off, his penalty has come out today. He was banned for 4 weeks, so we can expect the Tungafasi to get the same. And so, therefore, by international law, they were high and therefore dangerous tackles, and they're stamping them out. So, at training now, they've just got to lower the point of impact, don't they? They have, as you said, got to take accountability for it.
Yeah, it's a bit simple, isn't it, really, when you think about it. All right, mate, thanks for catching up with us, and we'll see. We're playing bowls on Thursday anyway.
Well, I'm pleased we weren't playing today.
Yeah, or even tomorrow, because it's not
right.
Flash. Not Flash.
It's awful, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But we'll be right. You can wear your shorts. Okay.
Cheers, mate. Okay, see ya. Bye.
That is John MacBeth with us here on the beach.
106.3 Beach FM.